guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is part 2 of the crochet along we are doing. We are doing a crochet along with Elite Yarns and the Wool Shop, and this is the one that we're making. We are making Daisy the Turtle. So if you watched my previous video, link is provided in the subscription below, then you will see that we have already made the petals. I did tell you in the video everything you need to have to make this pattern. So let's move on to part 2, and now we're going to make the shell today, and we're going to crochet the petals into the shell. Part 2, we're going to need our petals that we made in part 1, and now we're going to go over to start the shell. So you're going to need some stuffing. You're going to use the yellow now because we're going to make the top of the shell first, and then we're going to move on to the bottom of the shell, the mint green that we've posted in the first video. So now we're going to make a magic circle, and we're going to do 6 single crochets within the magic circle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to pull it tight. Not too tight because we don't want it to make a point when we start stuffing. So it needs to be a little bit loose, not too tight, not too loose. And then we're going to move on to the next round, and that is increase times 6. So that is 2 single crochets within 1 stitch. So that is now 12 stitches on your round, and now we're going to move on to the next round, and we're going to do 1 single crochet increase, and that's going to be 18 stitches at the end of your round. So you can do 1 single crochet. We're going to place our stitch marker, 2 single crochets within 1 stitch, and then we're going to do 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch we're going to do an increase. And we're going to continue this round till we have 18 stitches on our round. So for the next round, we're going to split the increases in between because we don't want the shell to look like a hexagon. We want it nice and round. So we're going to do 1 single crochet. We're going to insert our stitch marker. We're going to increase. And now for the next 5 sequences, we're going to do 2 single crochet increase. So it's going to be 2 separate single crochets, increase, and we're going to do that 5 times in total. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to be left with 1 stitch at the end of our round, and that is the 1 stitch that was supposed to be in the front. So we're going to do 1 single crochet, and now you're going to have 24 stitches on your round. You're going to move on to the next round, that is 3 single crochet increase times 6. So it's just going to repeat the pattern, 3 separate single crochets, and then increase next to it, and we're going to repeat that 5 times more till we have 30 stitches on our round. So for the next round, we do need to do 4 single crochet increase, but we're going to split that first one again like we did with the 24 round one. So it's going to be 1, place your stitch marker, another single crochet increase then just after that, and now for 5 times more we're going to do 4 single crochet increase, and you're going to end up with 36 stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 increase, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 5. At the end of the round, you're going to have 2 stitches left, and you're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch. And now you're going to end up with 36 stitches on your round. So for the next round, and it's the last increase round for this pattern, is going to be 5 single crochet increase. So you can do 1 single crochet, you can do place your stitch marker. So you do 5 and then increase. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase. And now you're going to repeat 5 times more till you reach the stitch marker again. And you're going to have 42 stitches on your round. So once you have completed the round of 5 single crochet increase, you're going to have 42 stitches on your round. And for the next 4 rounds, you are going to single crochet in each stitch round. So we're going to leave our stitch marker there, and we're just going to continue, and we're just going to do 4 rounds of single crochets. After you have completed the 4 rounds of 42 stitches, you're going to end up with the top piece of the shell. And now we're going to move on, and we are going to insert the petals as we make that last round of the shell. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a petal and you're going to place it on top of the shell, but you need to have it pointing, the tip of the petal needs to point to your chest. And then you're going to place it onto the shell on the outside. You're going to take your crochet hook, you're going to insert the hook into the petals 2 stitches, and you're going to insert it into the stitches of the shell, and you're going to pull up a loop, and you're going to single crochet, finish your single crochet. So you're going to single crochet 7 across this shell. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you're going to take your next petal and you're going to place it directly next to that one in the same position, and you're going to repeat it. You're going to insert your hook under the petal, under the shell, you're going to pull through, and you're going to single crochet 7 across. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're going to repeat this till you have attached all the petals. Once you have attached all the petals, you're going to single crochet across so you have reached the end of your round. So this is what it looks like so far. So now you have the top of the shell with the 5 petals, and now we're going to continue to close the bottom of the shell. And what you're going to do now is you're going to go in with your light green, and we're going to do the shell. So with the mint green, we're going to continue with the mint green. We're going to attach the yarn. At this point, you're going to cut the yellow because you don't need it anymore. And we're going to crochet in each back loop around the shell for 42 stitches. So instead of just the front loop, we're going to go into the back loop and we're going to single crochet 42 stitches around. Once you have completed the round and you have single crochet around each stitch in the back loop, we're going now to start decreasing. So it's going to be 5 single crochet decrease. So decrease is just the opposite of increase. We're going to make 2 stitches. One, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to hook your yarn into the two. You're going to hook your crochet hook into front loops of the yarn, and you're going to pull through, yarn over, pull through, and that is a decrease. And you're going to do another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a decrease. For the next round, you're going to do 4 single crochet decrease. So you're going to remove your stitch marker. You're going to do 1 single crochet. You're going to replace your stitch marker into that stitch. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 single crochets, and then a decrease. The decrease is the hook into the 2 front loops of the next 2 stitches. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and we're going to repeat that 5 times more till we have reached the end of our round. So the next round calls for 3 single crochet decrease. Insert our hook, place your stitch marker. It's going to be 3 single crochet decrease, and then 3 single crochet decrease again. Next round calls for 2 single crochet decrease, and remove your stitch marker. You're going to do 1 single crochet. You're going to insert your stitch marker again, do 2 single crochet and a decrease, 2 single crochet, another decrease, so at this point of the pattern, when you've reached 18 stitches at the bottom of your turtle, you can start stuffing it. You can stuff the turtle shell nice and firmly at this point. As you can see with that magic ring, if you didn't pull it too tight, it will make a nice round circle, not that sharp point that you get. So don't pull your magic ring too tightly if you do with the blanket yarn, if you work with the blanket yarn. So now that your turtle's body is stuffed, we're going to continue to closing it up. So now the next round calls for 1 single crochet decrease. So we're going to insert 1 single crochet. We're going to move our stitch marker, and it's going to be 1 single crochet decrease around, so you have 12 stitches. For the next round, you're going to do once again 1 single crochet decrease, and then you're going to cut the yarn a longish tail so that you can then close the bottom. And you're going to take your tapestry needle, you're going to take your yarn needle, and you're going to insert it through the thread, and you're going to close the bottom. So as I said, we're working with blanket yarn. You need to be careful and gentle so that you don't rip the fluff from the string that it's attached to. So just gently weave back and forth, and then you can just pull it tight. And I just like to make a little knot at the bottom so that it doesn't go loose. And then I just weave in the end, and then I would just cut the yarn. And you can just move the stuffing around a bit. And there is part 2 of this turtle done. So we have made the body and we have inserted the petals to the body. For the next video, we're going to do the feet and the head, and we're going to attach them to the shell.